Curtis & Son Funeral Home. For pre-needs, funerals, burials, and cremations, it's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Graveside service for Lurleen C. Baggett of Sylacauga will be held Thursday, March 9th at 2 p.m. from County Line Cemetery. The station at Curtis & Son North prior to the graveside, 11 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. also on Thursday. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Mrs. Baggett passed away March the 4th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Morris Dean Robinson, age 66 of Wagufka, is today at 1 p.m. from Talladega Springs Full Gospel Tabernacle, with Brother Joe Kelly and Brother Paul Vick officiating. Burial in the Wagufka Second Baptist Church Cemetery of Wagufka. Mr. Robinson died Saturday, March 4th at UAB in Birmingham. He was a member of the Talladega Springs Full Gospel Tabernacle, and he also worked as a woodyard supervisor for some 32 years at Kimberly-Clark. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at raddysmith.com. Raddy Smith Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Vivian McUrchin Adamson, age 104 of Alexander City, will be today at 11 a.m. from Trinity Branch of the First United Methodist Church. Reverend Mike Dinsmore officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends this morning, 9:30 till 10:30 at the church. Mrs. Adamson died March 2nd at Chapman Healthcare Center. She was a member of the Trinity United Methodist Church. In lieu of flowers, the family suggests contribution be made to Trinity Branch of First United Methodist Church in Alexander City on Highway 280. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at raddyfuneralhome.com. Raddy Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mr. James Winston Trawick, age 83 of Alexander City, is today, March 7th at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Raddy Funeral Home. Minister Stephen Glover officiating. Burial in the Old Fish Pond Primitive Baptist Church Cemetery. Mr. Trawick died Saturday, March 4th at his residence. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at raddyfuneralhome.com. Raddy Funeral Home directing. The Reverend Porter F. Wheeler, age 80, died March 5th. Funeral arrangements to be announced at a later time. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Mrs. Scotty B. Edwards, age 81, died March 4th in Birmingham. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, will announce the arrangements. Miss Candace B. Cookie Simmons died March 4th at her residence. A memorial service will be held at a later date. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at raddyfuneralhome.com. Raddy Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mr. Arthur Franklin McCain, age 84, will be Wednesday at 11 a.m. from the chapel of Raddy Funeral Home in Alexander City. Reverend Andy Kidman officiating. Burial in the Bethel South Baptist Cemetery. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 7 at the funeral home. Mr. McCain died Sunday, March 5th at Bill Nichols State Veterans Home in Alexander City. He was a member of the Bethel Baptist Church South. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at raddyfuneralhome.com. Raddy Funeral Home directing. And Mr. Joe Whitson, age 56, died March 6th. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. That's a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. For pre-need, funerals, burials, and cremations, you can call 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home,